Good morning. Today we're going to do a printmaking project, which I know sounds kind of crazy because you guys are at home and we don't have our printmaking stuff, but I kind of thought this was really cool, all the different effects we had. Right before school left, we talked about an artist, George Seurat, who did pointillism with the little teeny dots all through there, and it gave a really great texture to the painting. I think that's similar to what we're going to create today. So for this project, you really just need markers. It doesn't matter if you have a huge array of markers, you can have just a couple different colors. Watercolor markers, meaning non-permanent markers, tend to work the best. You can use either saran wrap, or we've got some Reynolds wrap, tin foil, or some press and seal. I'm not a spokesperson for any of these products, but so I'm just going to use saran wrap. Any of those work well. So I'm just going to take a piece of saran wrap out. Let's see if I can actually get a piece. It doesn't have to be a really large piece, about the size of a piece of paper. So you're going to print this onto a piece of paper. If you don't have white paper at home, something that works really well is the back of an envelope works well. Let's see. Magazines don't work so well because it ends up being too watery to pick up. So a piece of notepad paper, anything like that. Parents, a little hint, if you spray the back side, I would normally be doing this on my countertop and without the piece of paper underneath, and if you spray the back side of the saran wrap, it will keep it from sliding and slipping. But because I've got white paper underneath of this so you can see it better, I did not do it to mine. So now I'm just going to take my colors and you can do a design if you want for the printmaking. I'm just going to do sort of all, a background color for me. I'm going to try to color it in close to each other, not with these huge gaps in between, so I can get more of a solid color when I do my printmaking. I'm going to do a couple different colors on this. Again, if you wanted to do, let's say, a garden scene, you could certainly paint or draw a garden scene on here. I am actually just going to make a whole bunch of different colors so that perhaps I could cut them out and make a collage, meaning I could take my cut pieces of paper and make a brand new design with it. So I'm going to try to do colors that you would find next to each other on the color wheel. The pink is sort of out of sorts there, but green and yellow are on there. All right, so now we've got the general idea of how to do this. And big color blacks up here. Might as well keep going with that yellow, just so you get an idea of how to do it. My pink, oops, flipped itself over. Might add just a little bit more pink on here. It seems like it's kind of pulling itself together, but all right. If you guys if I happen to have a spray bottle, if you don't have a spray bottle, that's okay. You could just take some water, dip your fingers in it, and spray it on there to re-wet that marker. You can step away from this and then re-wet it and it still works. Or you can just see what happens if you draw the marker on there and go to make your prints. So I'm taking another piece of paper that I happen to have. I'm going to lay it directly on top. And now I'm going to rub. Go around in a circle and make sure you have all of your edges. Keep rubbing around. You could take the back of a spoon, seems to work really well. And now let's pull this apart and see what we have. Oh, look at that print that I came up with. Kind of love that. Pretty cool. I could reuse this if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to put it to the side for now. All right, so I've got some great colors here. I could certainly cut a flower out. It's springtime. I'd like to, considering it's springtime, I think I'm going to do a springtime picture with this. So I will, let's see, take my other picture. I might cut off the bottom of the yellow of this because I don't quite need it right now. Seem to have lost my scissors. All right. Oh, there they are. Okay, I don't have fancy scissors at home. I have my kitchen shears, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to cut this out and now turn my paper like this. That's going to be my background. Should probably let this dry a little bit, but I want to show you guys what to do. You can cut out color by color if you would like. That way, when you go to do a picture or a drawing, you know you won't cut out another piece of it. So for example, if I flip this over and I draw my, get this out of the way. If I draw a flower on here, or maybe a tulip, which is a U with some V's, or a W going on it, I know when I go to cut these out, it'll just be the pink on the other side. So I'm going to cut out my tulip. Again, a U with some V's. I'm going to show you a fun trick that you can do as well. There's one tulip. And now I already have my V's done back here. So I'm just going to make another U or a smiley face. And now I have two tulips. Let me cut out this one, which is a lot of U's or smiley faces, backwards C's. I'm going to do, and voila, I have another flower. So I think I'm just going to put my garden flowers up here. I can do, we did before, I'm going to cut this out, and I can do some sunflowers on here. Again, I'm going to cut right where I've got that design, so I know everything in there will actually come out. So I'm going to do some part of a triangle or a V. Kind of looks like this could be a sun, but it's going to be my sunflower. Cut this out. So an easy way for me to cut this out is to go around all of the spikes and make a circle. And it's just easier for me with my fine motor skills to cut those shapes out, those little points. And I'll just pull those off afterwards. Some might fall out. Boop, boop. There you go. All right, so if I were going to do some stems on these, I might want to take a brown and do a brown with this. I could take a darker green for some stems or leaves. What else would we have in the springtime that you could see? Perhaps some insects or some baby birds or a baby bunny. So there is my... All right, once I have all these on, I could also now just start to draw on top of my project. So I'm going to take that green, actually see if I have a darker green in here, which I do. I'm going to just draw on here, and there will be my stems. I could do frowny face and a smiley face for a leaf. Frowny face, smiley face for a leaf. Do a little one. All right, so you can keep adding onto here as much as you want. Let's see what you guys can create. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit of, because it's my sunflower, I'm gonna do the inside. I I'd probably glue these down if I had more time, but okay guys, have a great time with this. All right, once I have all these on, I could also now just start to draw on top of my project. So I'm gonna take that green, actually see if I have a darker green in here, which I do. I'm gonna just draw on here, and there will be my stems. I could do frowny face and a smiley face for a leaf. Frowny face, smiley face for a leaf. Do a little one. All right, so you can keep adding onto here as much as you want. Let's see what you guys can create. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit of, because it's my sunflower, I'm gonna do the inside. I'd probably glue these down if I had more time, but okay guys, have a great time with this.